Hi, my name is Mary Mannion. I will be conducting a functional assessment interview. Prior to this interview, I did review the client's autism diagnosis as well as their IEP material. The client's name is Matthew. His family is dedicated to helping him navigate the world with empathy and understanding. I will be interviewing his caregiver, his mother, Anna. I'm going to go ahead and have her join. Hi, Anna. Can you hear me? Hi, Anna. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hi, Anna. My name is Mary Mannion. I am a behavior analyst who will be working with you and your son, Matthew. How are you today?
I'm good, good. Just getting done with work.
Well, I hope you've had a great day so far. I will be going through and asking you a handful of questions, and I just ask that you answer them to your best ability.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
I have here that Matthew's date of birth is 12/22/21. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Um, how would you describe Matthew's language skills? Would you say that he is speaking at the rate of a typical 2-year-old?
No, I don't think so. I feel like he does communicate. He uses like one word or maybe two words, just to communicate like what he wants, but I don't feel like he's talking as much or like as full as he should be, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you for that information. Um, does Matthew currently stay home with him or with you, or do you have him in any preschool program?
We did do preschool programs, but because of his behaviors, we couldn't continue. So now I have him at home with me during the day.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. What do you guys do during the day? What does he typically play with? His preferred toys or any activities that you guys enjoy doing?
Yeah, during the day, I'm like partially work from home, so in the mornings it'll be kind of slow, and he really likes to, the TV, the iPad. He's very much into Toy Story lately. But then like in the afternoons, we do more like physical play. We like to go to the park, um, and like play with water. But when he was in school, um, he did not like play well with others at all. He didn't want to play with others. Even when he is approached by other kids, like he would um just kind of go into those like bad behaviors that got him kicked out. So,
Thank you so much for sharing that information with me. It sounds like you guys have a pretty well thought out schedule during the day. Um, is he currently on any activity or any medication?
no.
Okay. Um, let's move on to those behaviors that you feel are concerning. Can you describe what they look like?
Yeah, I feel like at any given point, he is like screaming. He's screaming mostly when he's upset, like if he wants something from me or is like kind of nagging me, he's screaming. Or if he like gets mad. But he also has been starting to like run away, and like he'll scream and then immediately run away or scream or throw things. He throws a lot of toys and then runs away, and um yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me. What would you feel is the most concerning problem behavior out of the screaming and running away and throwing things?
Definitely the running away. Since we're at home, especially, he can easily unlock the door and run out. And um, I think even just like for safety purposes, I feel like that is the top concern for me.
Yeah, I um, can definitely see that as being concerning or tough on you, especially if you're at home working during the day.
Yeah.
Um, do you feel as though the screaming tends to be in bursts, like happening back to back, or any specific triggers for that screaming behavior?
Mm, I feel like I wouldn't say burst, but if we're not doing what he wants to do and the way he wants to do it, it's screaming. If I'm not like playing with him a certain way, or if I'm not giving him attention, especially like if I'm like cooking dinner and he wants something, like he'll just scream. Um, so I guess like it's not any specific time. It just kind of feels like all the time.
Um, for that eloping behavior, is there ever any behavior that happens prior to that? So, um, would he typically begin with screaming, and if his needs aren't met, then he tends to elope after that?
Oh, for sure. Like one time I was cutting up a corn dog for him for lunch and like he didn't want it cut up. What like one random day, he always gets it cut up. I cut it up, he screamed and absolutely ran out of the house. So, yes, definitely when things aren't going his way. And it especially because like, the corn dog couldn't be put back together in that instance, like it escalated from like screaming to, running away.
Under what conditions or situations do these behaviors most likely occur? Um, it sounds like from what you've given me so far that it just varies throughout the day on just whatever you guys are doing at that given moment.
Yeah, every day is a different day for sure.
Do any of the behaviors occur during any particular activities, most often?
Um, mm, I would say like being around others and like just like more crowded areas, or even with like other peers, because he can't, control what other people do. I feel like that's when it gets bad.
Okay, so it seems, um, from what you've told me, that the eloping behavior tends to happen when Matthew is trying to um, escape something.
Yeah, I feel like especially like I said with the corn dog example, like when things can't go be remedied quick enough for him, it turns into more escalated behavior like eloping.
And then his behaviors, like screaming or throwing things, are also typically just trying to escape from something or gain your attention in some way.
Yeah, for sure. Just his way of telling me to back off pretty
Yeah,
much all the time.
I hear you. I'm sure that that is very difficult. Does any of these behaviors occur when you break routines or interrupt any of his play activities that he's engaging in?
Yes. If like, like we need to go, it's time for dinner or it's time to eat, always occurs. If it's time for bed, it occurs. Um, and then especially sometimes like we'll have like a day or two where he'll go with his grandparents and those behaviors will occur again at like a higher rate.
Okay, thank you for sharing that with me. Um, does Matthew typically engage in these behaviors when things don't go his way?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Do you have any specific um, times when these behaviors have happened um, with Matthew attempting to just control the situation um, or make things go his way?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I said, like he just, wants to beat to his own drum. Like if he doesn't want to have snack and it's time to eat the snack, he'll scream. Like he definitely like wants things a certain or like sorry, I'm gonna backpedal. He
Fine.
doesn't want snack, but then like if he does want snack and it's like not snack time, he still will engage in these behaviors. Like it has to be like on his time.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Um, during these behaviors, how would you or any of his other caretakers, like his grandparents, react to the behavior when it occurs?
Um, I mean, we probably more admittedly more often than not just like give him what he wants in the moment. Um, just to show like we're not trying to keep anything from him. Um, but yeah, he pretty much for the most part gets like gets what he wants just so we can appease him and like continue to like engage with him when he is more calm.
Okay. Um, do you have any special ways to calm him down once he's engaging in any of those behaviors?
Um, I'd probably you know, like give him toys that he likes, like don't you want to play with Woody or Buzz Lightyear? Or sometimes I'm like, okay, like let's try to eat dinner and then we can watch Toy Story again. Um, yeah, just kind of giving him what I can in the moment, but like also promising like bigger things later.
So it sounds like you typically use like his Toy Story toys or the movie to distract him from the behavior that he's engaging in.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, when he is engaging in these behaviors, what do you think he's trying to communicate with you most of the time?
Definitely frustration. Um, the the hard part is it's frustration, which is like totally fine and like everyone gets frustrated, but it's frustration over things that like either I can't control or like it's just like how things need to be in the moment. Um, yeah, he really wants to do what he wants to do.
Yeah. Which is also very typical of a 2.5-year old.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Um, do you ever feel as though his screaming behavior or even his throwing items is a form of self-stimulation?
Gosh, no. It's just when he's mad.
Okay. And then from everything that you've told me, you do believe that most of this is just to escape a certain situation or to get your attention, to let him know that he's frustrated and things just aren't going his way.
Yeah, I mean, it's like his only form of communication. He wants something, he doesn't want something. It's pretty much screaming or
Okay.
throwing or running.
Well, I am finished with all of my questions. Thank you so much for sharing all of that information with me about Matthew and your guys' day-to-day routine. Um, I will go over this some more and get back to you by the end of the day today with our next steps in our program.
Great. I can't wait for him to start and get some help that he needs.
I am so excited to meet with you guys again here soon. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thanks, Mary.
Thank you so much, Anna. Bye.